Tuesday, January 17th, 2017. Monaco 64, home of alternative economics and contrarian views. So it's 6:25 a.m. London time or 1:25 a.m. New York time. Yesterday was a holiday in the States, so the markets were fairly quiet. Today, we've started the day fairly well for precious metals. Gold is continuing to show good price action, and by that I mean we're going down, during the day, but it's rebounding, and then early on in London it's trading quite strongly, even though it's really early right now. 6:25 in Europe. People will be getting in around half an hour in London and in the continent. Gold right now is up $8 at 12.11. The high has been 12.13.30 and the low has been 12.02.61. Silver is up 12 cents at 16.92. The high's been just below $17 at 16.99.80. These are spot prices. The stock markets are fairly quiet. The Dow is down 8 points at 19,850. S&P unchanged basically at 2271. Currencies, the pound has rebounded. We broke below 120 yesterday in sterling, but right now we're 121.16, up 70 pips. The euro is stronger, up 54 pips or 0.5% at 106.50, and the dollar is weaker against the yen at 113.40, down 0.2%. So dollar showing weakness, that's helping gold. What else? Bitcoin's doing very well this morning. We're at 861 after trading around 825, 830 yesterday. So up about almost 4% since yesterday. 861 Bitcoin. What else? Well, this week, I think the inauguration on the 20th of January this event will overwhelm everything else that's happening in the world. In terms of what I think is going to happen with the Trump administration, I think it's really hard to say. He's creating, on the surface, he's creating a lot of enemies, it looks like, a lot of controversy, there's a lot of division in the U.S. People say that Trump has created that, but who's been in power for the last 8 years? If things were well, had worked out well the last 8 years, there wouldn't be as much division as there is now. Yes, maybe Trump has accentuated. But one thing I wanted to talk about is the comment by Mayer Amschel Rothschild back in the 19th century. And he said, "Give me control of a country's money and I care not who makes the laws or who writes the laws." And I think that's, until I see a challenge to the central bank, power that we have right now, the PhD economists that control central banks, that advise, treasuries around the world, until we see a challenge of this power, entrenched PhD economics, central banking power, I don't think much will change in terms of all the woes that our world has, all the enormous amount of debt and derivatives we've got, and the enormous equality that we've got. There's an article yesterday about the forum at Davos in Switzerland. I don't know if they're there, but the 8 richest men in the world, they control half the wealth in the world. That just doesn't seem balanced to me. I'm not a socialist, far from it. I believe in free markets. If people work hard, they should be rewarded. But right now, in my opinion, is the debt-based system, fiat money system, that spurs this kind of inequality. And makes the system unbalanced. So until there's a challenge to this fiat money based debt based system, we won't see too much change in the world, in my opinion. Uh, Ever since the Fed was created in 1913, look at the 20th century, a century of war, inflation, and that was only possible through the, scrapping a monetary system that was based on something real, like gold and silver, with an anchor, something based on reality. You can only have all the military spending, all the wars, all the inflation with the fiat money system, which is held up and made possible by central bank power. And central bank power is derived from the state by lawmakers, because central bank is a monopoly. So until we see a challenge to that, uh, I don't think things will change that much, and we'll have to see how real Trump is, how committed he really is to real change, or we'll have to see if he's really just a puppet of the money powers out there. So I don't expect us to find out, in the next week if that's true, or in the next 2 weeks. It will take time. His actions, Trump's actions as president will tell us. He's been talking and like upsetting people and tweeting a lot, but until see concrete action, we won't really know what the world's going to be up for in the next 4 or maybe 8 years. So what else? That's about it. So the precious metals continue to do well. We've come up almost $100 from the lows in December of around 11.22.23. We're now 12.11. So, and silver as well needs to break above 17. Bitcoin, I continue to see a bit of volatility in that market. Stock market, we still haven't touched that 20,000 level in the Dow. S&P 2282, that's the key level on the upside. And another interesting thing that video I heard was Greg Hunter. He interviewed a cycles guy, Charles Nenner, a Dutch guy, and I think he used to work for Goldman Sachs. And he's been saying that the stock market, since 2014, that the stock market won't crash to 2017. He said it wouldn't crash in 2016. I guess he was right. And now he's saying, though, that he expects from autumn or the fall to see the stock market turn around and go down. He doesn't expect a sudden crash, but he says it's going to evolve over the next 3 years until 2020. We'll have to see. So precious metals, though, doing well. It'll be interesting to see how the mining stocks do later on today when we open in the U.S. So with that, I say goodbye. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, share it far and wide, subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And if you'd like to donate to my channel, there's some links below in the description. Talk to you later. Bye.